How's it going, everybody? My name is Will from Ghost Hack, and today I'm going to be talking to you about Ghost Hack's new release, our unique drum collection. Now, this is a full proper drum pack of 300 drum one-shots and loops, but get this. For a limited time, at the beginning of its release, it is free. Now, it is by no means going to stay like this. This will go up soon on the website as a paid pack. We just wanted to give this to you guys for free, you guys who are following us closely. We really appreciate you guys that are on our mailing lists and are subscribed to us here on YouTube, so this is just kind of a thank you. But if you are early to this video, you can go click the link in the description and get a free download. If unfortunately you missed the free download opportunity, do not worry. This pack will still be available on our site as a paid pack if you are interested. So let's hop right into this. Right off the bat, we have some loops and one-shots right here. I'm going to go through the one-shots and then the loops. So we have a few categories here. I'm actually going to start at the bottom with some kicks. There are a lot of different kinds of kicks here for a lot of different styles, in my opinion. These kicks range from heavier punchy kicks like this one and this one right here. But there are still some more subtle kicks for like trap and house music. Now into the snares. Again, we have a wide variety of snares going on here. Just like in the kick section, we have some more heavier snares. And of course, we have snares that are a little lighter. So next up, we have a wide variety of different Foley percussions, and the vast majority of these are percussions that are recorded like in the real world, like these are actual things. And a lot of these work really well as, you know, different drum layers to give your drums a little more texture, make them more organic. It's a lot of fun. Next up, we have some hi-hats, all kinds of fun stuff. A lot of these can add a bunch of really interesting textures to a drum beat, and you know, if you want to make it sound synthetic and not use the Foley percussion. Next up, we have some glitch percussions. Now, these are really interesting. And these are pretty crazy. They're really cool for, you know, interesting drum fills, or maybe you want to add them in the back of the beat to give it more kind of a robot-esque vibe. Now, there are some of these that are kind of singular one-shot hits. But there are other ones that are a little more complex and crazy. They tend to move around a little more. Next up, we have some cymbals. Great for adding plenty of texture and ambience. After that, we have some unique 808s. Now, these are some pretty heavy 808s, and I feel like they could work really good for some, you know, hybrid trap or just weird experimental trap music. And finally, we have a few sets of toms. Of course, synthetic and unique toms. And that pretty much wraps up this one-shot section, and we can go right into the loops here. So we start out with some Foley percussion loops. They're really great, again, for like layering with drums. If you have just a basic kick snare under this, it can add a lot of texture and a lot of movement. Then next up, we have the glitch percussion loops. And they serve a very similar purpose as the Foley percussion loops, but this is if you wanted to have more of a robotic and complex nature. After that, we have some hat loops. Pretty straightforward there. There's some fun combinations. And next we have some really interesting drum and percussion fills. Now those are super fun to use in any genre of music really. And then lastly we have the full drum loops, and these drum loops have their stems separated, so we have a lot of files. Let's take this drum loop for example at 128. So let's just separate it out. 128.3 right here, I want the kick. And I want the snare. And then I also want the top. So now I can delete this one and I have the loop right here. If I wanted to, I could just completely take out the snare. And it still sounds good. But I can do this for all of them. Let's just take one from each tempo. There's a kick. There's a snare. And there's the top. And next up 150, here's a kick. And here's a snare. And here is the top. And lastly, we have 172, the kick, and the snare, and the top. Alright, so that wraps up the overview. Again, if you are early to this video, this pack may still be free. You can go check the link in the top of the description where you can go. It'll bring you to this page. If it's free, you can click here, enter your email, and a link will just be sent right there. But if you missed the window, it's still okay because the product is still up on the store and it is available for purchase if you are so interested. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Happy producing.